Mondays with Mark. Last week, Camille told everybody that I was under the weather, and I just wanted to have everybody know that I did not have COVID. I did have shingles, as you can see in my face, the scarring from the shingles. I'm feeling fine. And today we're going to talk about a topic that David Selden, one of our customers, had recommended. He had asked me to talk about how low drop shoes influence form, function, and injury. So low drop shoes are shoes that, shoes like Ultra have a 0 drop shoe. Hoka is 4 to 5 millimeters, and Saucony is typically 8 millimeters. Saucony does have 4 millimeter and 6 millimeter shoes. So lower drop shoes are typically shoes that are lower than 8 millimeters. How does the drop of a shoe influence your form and function, and how does it influence your injury? So if you have a high drop shoe, which is 10 or 12 millimeters, if you look at somebody from the side and they're in a high drop shoe, it allows the person, it makes the person extend their back to the drop of the shoe. If you have a low drop shoe, your pelvis will tend to flex. So if people have low back issues and they have a hypolordosis or hyperextended back, you want to stay away from high drop shoes because that makes you increase the angle of your low back. The second thing that it influences is the pressure on your knee. A low drop shoe will take a little bit of pressure off of your knee, whereas a high drop shoe will put a little bit more pressure on your knees than a low drop shoe. The second thing about low drop shoes is that they tighten up the posterior chain because of the low drop. So your hamstrings and your calves and your low back, the muscles will be engaged more. So you have to be cognizant of stretching them and keeping your core strong. Next time when we get on Mondays with Mark, we'll talk about the influence of the super shoes. But as far as today, the low drop shoes can influence your form and function, and can also increase or decrease your susceptibility to injuries.